Hello everyone and welcome back to a new trailer breakdown. This time we are going to talk about the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed Valhalla and the gods that will accompany Eivor during his conquest of Great Britain. Before we begin, let me thank you for your support on my videos and announce you that following your requests I'm going to start my first giveaway. I'll offer more details on that in the upcoming weeks, so make sure you subscribe if you wish to participate. Good, so back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla and the Norse Gods. When it comes to Vikings, mythology played an important role. History tells us that, and so are other video games inspired by this interesting period of time, such as God of War. If we are to make a comparison between God of War and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, although there are a lot of similarities, there are also a lot of differences. In God of War we have Kratos, who is challenging even the most powerful Norse gods, but in Assassin's Creed Valhalla we have Eivor, who worships them, and why not fears them. So there is a fine line between how Kratos interacted with the gods and how Eivor is going to do that. Darby McDavid, the game's narrative director, outlined that Ubisoft wants Valhalla to be an historically grounded experience. This means that most likely Eivor won't be able to fight mythological creatures like Cassandra and Alexios in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or take on the gods like Kratos in God of War. Instead, Eivor will have to worship and fear them, because he needs their help to overcome his enemies. Believe it or not, the first trailer released by Ubisoft revealed some of these gods, and in the following video we'll discuss about them. So let's go see who they are right now. In the first trailer we can see Eivor getting ready to set sail towards Great Britain. But before every raid, Vikings used to receive blessings. As Eivor receives his, we can see him looking at a large wooden carved statue. Is this Odin? Most likely no. This statue depicts Njord, or the sea god, father of Freyr and Freya. Similar to Poseidon, his role was to protect sailors while venturing across the seas, which seems to happen with Eivor, who successfully reaches the shores of Great Britain. As Eivor ride succeeds in the first trailer, the Vikings start colonizing small areas from Great Britain. Along with their houses, they also erect another wooden statue, which, as you can see, is way different than the first one. This is in fact the statue of the Norse god Freyr, son of Njord and twin of Freya. Freyr was also the god of fertility and prosperity, which will eventually help our Eivor and his people thrive on the newly discovered lands. The second Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer also introduces new Norse gods, one of them being the powerful Thor. His statue appears immediately after we exit the large ritual house or stave church. Thor is very easy to identify because of his hammer and the powerful lightning we can see in the background. No doubt that worshipping Thor, the god of sky and thunder, associated with the weather crops and the warriors, will play an important role on Eivor's upcoming battles. Moving forward, we can see Eivor getting ready for another ride, but this time way more dangerous. This means that our Viking needs some luck as well. The goddess of luck in the Norse mythology was Freya, Freyr's sister and daughter of Njord. Freya was also the goddess of love, and her chariot was pulled by cats. A very interesting aspect about this goddess is that her favorite animals were the cats, which can be spotted on Eivor's chest tattoo, unless they are Odin's wolves Geri and Freki. I believe though that those are cats because even Eivor's name is a combination of two words, one of them meaning good luck. Although it doesn't appear in the trailers we've seen so far, Tyr, or the god of war, justice and order, is also present in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In fact, Tyr's presence is confirmed by the wolf-kissed statue from Ubisoft showing Eivor. In the Norse mythology, Tyr sacrifices his arm to the monstrous wolf Fenrir, the child of Loki, who bites off his limb. Luckily for us, Eivor was only kissed by a wolf and not bitten. The wolf-kissed statue also comes with a tattoo showing the head of a wolf. The last Norse god I was able to spot in both trailers was Odin. I've kept him the last because unlike the other gods, Odin and Odin's connections appear multiple times. First, let's talk about the god himself. We all know that Odin is the god of wisdom, battle and poetry, as well as the ruler of the gods. Although Ivar has a vision on the battlefield, it is unclear if that is Odin simply because Ivar sees a raven immediately after, but Odin had two, Hugin and Munin. It is important to remember that Odin also had two wolves, Geri and Freki, which may explain why the statue we have discussed earlier is called the wolf-kissed statue. Regardless though, Odin is by far the god that Ivar relies on the most. Odin's ravens, Hugin and Munin, appear on Ivar's boat sails as well as his shield. Hugin and Munin, which translate in thought and memory or mind, were Odin's trusty newsbringers. Their role was to fly all over Midgard and bring information to the god Odin. Even Ivar has a raven that was confirmed by Ubisoft. Furthermore, in the Norse history, there are records of a raven banner which had the role to strike fear in one's enemies by invoking the power of Odin. Last but not least, the second trailer reveals a very interesting stone with a large hole in the middle. It is also tied to Odin, but we'll discuss about it in the next video when we also take a closer look at the large tree behind the same stone. So, these are all the gods in Assassin's Creed Valhalla that I was able to spot. Let me know your thoughts about them and how do you think they will affect Ivar in the game using the comment section below, and obviously don't forget to subscribe for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla content and my upcoming giveaway. Until next time, stay safe and have an amazing weekend.